The Life of Prophet Muhammad, PBUS, a 15-minute biography for everyone. Introduction. Hello everyone, I am Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn about the life of one of the most important figures in human history. His name is Muhammad. More than 1 billion Muslims around the world follow his teachings, but even many non-Muslim historians and leaders respect him as a great man. In fact, the famous historian Michael H. Hart ranked him as the most influential person in history. Who was he? What did he teach? And why does his life still matter today? Let's find out together. We will travel back in time, about 1,500 years ago, to the Arabian Peninsula. Let's start at the beginning. Part 1. Birth and Early Life. The Orphan. Our story begins in the year 570 CE, in the city of Makkah. Makkah was a busy city in the middle of the desert. Today, it is in Saudi Arabia. At that time, most people worshipped many gods and idols. One special building, the Kaaba, was a center for these idols. A baby boy was born into a respected tribe called Quraysh. His father was named Abdullah, and his mother was Amina. They named the baby Muhammad, which means the praised one. But the family had great sadness. Muhammad's father, Abdullah, died before he was born. Can you imagine? He never saw his son. So Muhammad was an orphan from the very beginning. When Muhammad was 6 years old, another tragedy happened. His mother, Amina, also passed away. He was now an orphan without a mother or father. His grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, took care of him. But 2 years later, his grandfather also died. So Muhammad went to live with his uncle, Abu Talib. His uncle was a good man, but not rich. Muhammad grew up poor. He worked as a shepherd when he was young. This was a hard life, but it taught him patience and kindness. As he grew older, people noticed something special about Muhammad. He was always honest. He never lied. He never cheated. He was kind to everyone. The people of Makkah gave him a nickname. They called him Al-Amin, which means the trustworthy one or the honest one. He also became a merchant, traveling with caravans to trade goods. He worked for a wealthy businesswoman named Khadija. She was impressed by his honesty and good character. Part 2. Marriage and Family. Khadija saw that Muhammad was special. Even though she was a rich businesswoman, she proposed marriage to him. At that time, Muhammad was 25 years old. Khadija was 40. They got married and had a very happy life together. They had several children. Their daughter Fatima became very important in Islamic history. Khadija was not just Muhammad's wife, she was his first supporter and his closest friend. Muhammad continued to work as a merchant, but he was not happy with the society around him. People fought over small things. They buried their baby daughters alive because they wanted only sons. The rich ignored the poor. There was much injustice. Muhammad did not like this, so he often left the city. He went to a cave called Hira in the mountains near Makkah. There, he would sit alone, think, and pray. He was searching for the truth about God and life. He was 40 years old. He had no idea that his life was about to change forever. Part 3. The First Revelation, A New Beginning. One night in the year 610 CE, Muhammad was in the cave of Hira as usual. Suddenly, an angel appeared to him. This angel was named Jibril, or Gabriel in English. The angel spoke to Muhammad. The angel said 3 simple words, Iqra. This means read or recite. But Muhammad could not read or write. He was unlettered. He said, "I cannot read." The angel held him tightly and said again, "Iqra." Muhammad said again, "I cannot read." A third time the angel commanded him, "Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq." Read in the name of your Lord who created. Then the angel revealed the first words of what would become the Quran, the holy book of Islam, in English. Read in the name of your Lord who created man from a clot of blood. Read, and your Lord is the most generous. Muhammad was very afraid. He ran home to his wife Khadija. He was shaking. He said, "Cover me, cover me." Khadija wrapped him in a blanket. She asked him what happened. He told her everything. Khadija did not doubt him. She said, "Do not worry. Allah will never humiliate you. You are kind to your family. You help the poor. You tell the truth. God will protect you." Khadija became the first person to believe in Muhammad's message. This was the beginning of a new religion called Islam. The word Islam means peace through submission to God. Islam equals peace plus surrender to God. Part 4. Preaching and Persecution. For 3 years, Muhammad preached secretly to his close friends. Slowly, a small group of followers grew. Then, God commanded him to preach publicly. He stood on a hill in Makkah and called the people. He told them to worship only one God, Allah. He told them to stop worshiping idols. He told them to be kind to the poor, to free slaves, and to treat women fairly. How did the people of Makkah react? Not well at all. Many were angry. The powerful leaders were afraid. If people stopped worshiping their idols, they would lose money and power. They called Muhammad a liar, a madman, and a magician. They hurt his followers. They put thorns in his path. They threw dirt and trash on him when he prayed. It was a very hard time. In one terrible year, 2 important people in Muhammad's life died: his loving wife Khadija and his protective uncle Abu Talib. Muhammad was heartbroken. This year is called the Year of Sadness, but Muhammad did not give up. He kept teaching. He kept hoping. Part 5. The Journey to Medina, A New Hope. In 622 CE, the people of a city called Yathrib invited Muhammad to come and live with them. They were tired of fighting each other. They wanted a wise leader to bring peace. Muhammad told his followers to leave Makkah secretly and go to Yathrib. One by one, they left. Finally, Muhammad himself left with his close friend Abu Bakr. Map showing the journey from Makkah to Yathrib, Medina. The leaders of Makkah were angry. They planned to kill Muhammad, but he escaped at night. He and Abu Bakr hid in a cave. The enemy soldiers came very close. A spider made a web at the cave entrance. A dove built a nest. The soldiers saw the web and the nest and thought, "No one is inside." They left. This journey from Makkah to Yathrib is called the Hijra. It is so important that the Islamic calendar begins from this year. Yathrib was later renamed Medina, which means the city of the Prophet. Hijra, migration, year 1 of the Islamic calendar. Part 6. Final years and legacy. In Medina, Muhammad built the first mosque. He created a new community where Muslims, Jews, and others lived together peacefully. He made a written agreement, one of the first constitutions in the world, protecting everyone's rights. There were several battles with the people of Makkah, but Muhammad always wanted peace. In 630 CE, he returned to Makkah with 10,000 followers, not to fight, but peacefully. He forgave his enemies. He did not take revenge. He said, "Go, you are free." He cleaned the Kaaba of idols and dedicated it to the worship of one God. In 632 CE, Muhammad gave his final sermon. He said important things. All people are equal. No Arab is better than a non-Arab. No white person is better than a black person. Fear God and treat women kindly. A few months later, Muhammad became ill. He died on June 8, 632 CE at the age of 63. He was buried in Medina, in the same room where he lived. Final resting place, Medina, Saudi Arabia. But his message did not die. Today, over 1.8 billion people follow his teachings. He taught that there is only one God, that we must be kind to all people, and that honesty, patience, and charity are the keys to a good life. So, who was Muhammad? He was an orphan who became a leader. He was a merchant who became a prophet. He was a man who changed the world, not with an army, but with a message of peace. Thank you for watching. If you learned something new today, please like and subscribe. See you next time.